Okay. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Mike Duncan. I am working on biological applications of OpenCog with Ben.
And how long have you known Ben?
I've known him since we were in college at Simon's Rock in, I think it was 1984 or thereabouts when we first met. And even then he was talking about his theories of patterns and intelligence and consciousness. And at the time I had no idea what be helping him work on this, the grand scheme, 30 years later?
Incredible. So, yeah, I mean, you've worked on a number of projects with him, but first of all, what was Ben like back in the 84 days? Was you worried about Big Brother?
No, he was very similar. I mean, I think he was maybe more obnoxious and more liking to shock people. I think he's sort of like moderated that a bit, I guess, which is just normal for aging. I think when I first met him, he was like a year ahead of me, and I was walking, or actually 2 years ahead of me, and I think I was like walking across campus, and he was in a group of people who were just sort of like standing and howling, so I just sort of joined them, and I think that was when we met.
Standing and howling at the moon, or?
No, it was daytime. I think it was just sort of randomly howling.
As you do.
And then I remember that he filled up his dorm room with packing peanuts, about like a foot or two deep, and so it's like you go into his room and step over like a little barrier, and then everything was peanuts, and he had to like fish around to pick up his clothes and things. So that was pretty entertaining. I guess that was bad. And then he was finishing. He got his bachelor's in 3 years from what was already an early college. So he was well on his way to having his PhD by the time he was, 21 or 22, something like that.
Oh, wow. Very smart guy. Yeah. Alright, now let's, so is there anything else you want to say about the beginnings of your long friendship with Ben? Did you see him much in the 80s after that, or?
Yeah, no, I think after we met, he went off to school, and I ended up dropping out of Simon's Rock after I'd started. They had like an associate's program and a bachelor's program, and I started the bachelor's program and then dropped out. And then ran across him. I think I visited him different times. He was in Philadelphia. I visited him there. I visited him in Las Vegas when he was at UNLV. And then he went off to Australian Museum, so I didn't see him for a while. And then I guess he came back to New York to start his first company, which was WebMind, I believe. And I think soon after that, I moved to New York to go to physician assistant school, and so we were like hooked up again. And I even started doing a little bit of work for WebMind, but then that was 2000 and the .com crash happened.
Okay, yep, so WebMind.
WebMind, so I was going to physician assistant school in the Bronx, and Ben had WebMind going downtown. And I was doing a little bit of data entry for, like, he was working on an ontology kind of thing that they were going to work on. But then not long after, that was when the .com crash happened and WebMind went bust.
What did you do at WebMind?
I was just doing some data entry. Basically, that was entering like a knowledge ontology. Actually, it was related to anatomy, I think. So it was even then biology related. Like basic stuff. It wasn't programming or anything.
What were they trying to achieve at WebMind? Was it like, you know, the singularity at that stage, or was it something a little bit more?
Well, no. I mean, I imagine it was. I don't know if he was into the. He was a singularity guru at that point.
What year was that? That was
That was 2000. I mean, like, or actually, it was like 98, 99, around there. And there were a few other Simons Rockers who were there too, working for him. I mean, he's always kind of worked with friends, offered jobs to his friends. And let's see, but so yeah, my role was very minor, and then it was within the whole place. I don't think I ever actually got a paycheck, but there was, but then it went bankrupt, and so I just like, I'd gotten a laptop to use, so I just kept the laptop and I got some books out of the library. And one of them was actually a neuroanatomy book that I still have. And then, so my role there was minor, but one good story was that when I graduated from PA school, I went to Cuba for a visit, as sort of my reward for graduating. And I had a pet snake. And so Ben agreed to take care of it while I was gone, since at that time he had a house in Jersey City and they had tons of animals.
and so you did have other animals, and your pet snake was well fed.
Well, what happened was, but he was actually, before I was leaving, he was actually out of town, so I brought the snake in its tank.
Was it a boa?
No, it was a corn snake. It was about this big.
Okay.
Small snake. So I brought it and left it in his office. He was like, just go leave it in the office. So I went off to Cuba. And then after I got back, it turned out that when he got back to the office from that weekend, the tank was empty. So who knows, maybe to this day there's still a corn snake running around 50 Broadway.
What if it found another corn snake and had children?
Unlikely, but you never know.
Awesome. Alright, now, where are we? So. Da-da-da. It's Danish beer. Cheap Danish beer.
Bear beer. It's bear beer.
But is it bearable beer?
It's bearable. It's bearable bear beer.
Awesome. Alright, so yes, alright, now the next one is, okay, so we've been speaking about, you've been doing some OpenCog stuff. You've been working with Ben on sort of AI for biology as well.
For
Yeah.
about the past 3 years now.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So what do you do? Like, what's the? What's?
It was contract work up until now. So the first one was for a drug company that was interested in genetically engineering pigs to make human transplantable organs. So I got some public source, or publicly available data sets on transfusion reactions and analyzed those and gave the results to this company. And that was sort of my first taste of doing that. It was actually my first professional data analyst kind of job, because I'm trained as a physician assistant. And that's how I've been working up until, and then I started doing that part-time, and then we got another contract, so I was able to do it full-time, And here we are now. Like right now, there's no biology money, so I'm doing some little odd jobs for the Hanson robot stuff. And I came out here. I was also started schmoozing potential investors, working on that end of the business. So I'm turning into a real tech bro. So.
Nice. So have you had? Has there been much success in schmoozing so far?
Well, no. I mean, there certainly isn't any money in the bank. But
I guess.
I mean, I have a better idea of how to structure the project to work on the biology sort of master plan in a way that seems like it could, become self-funding. Do it incrementally and get to do some smaller projects that people will find valuable, and then which will contribute to the larger project and keep generating money, so we don't have to get a real job.